Hi, I'm Dashana Ubal, the CEO of Intrivo UK, the company that brings to you the Key Person of Influence program. Today, I have a graduate of the Key Person of Influence program here with me, Dennis Hall. Thank you for joining us today, and we'd love to go through a few questions with you, starting with, tell us more about your business.
Well, my business has changed, particularly since I started KPI. And I suppose in the simplest terms, it's a financial planning firm for people that we would call seven-figure families. And a seven-figure family is somebody who's got broadly between £1 and £10 million of investable assets, if we ignore their house. And so we're providing financial planning advice to those people.
Tell us more about your journey, about writing the book.
4 years ago, half of my clients were widows, and I wanted to find out how we could help them through that difficult time, because they were coming to me between 2 and 6 years after bereavement, and there were a lot of financial problems. So I started talking to them and saying, what could we do about this? Could we start address this sooner? And they said, it's a great idea, Dennis, but it's a flawed idea, because reading a book at the point of bereavement is the last thing we're going to do. What we really wished we'd done was have conversations with our husbands before he died, so we wouldn't find ourselves in this situation. And I mean, that seems so simple when you say it now, but none of us had thought that at the time. So I started interviewing them, saying, so tell me, what were the conversations, what are the difficulties, what would you have done? And I wrote a book around that. It's stories from widows about things that have gone wrong and how easily they could have been put right with just a little bit of forethought and planning. What it's doing with my wealthier clients, those couples, is that they're beginning to have grown-up conversations about money, how they'd like to pass on their wealth to their children, and to have those conversations in a nice, controlled way, and to take a lot of the fear out of this stuff.
Dennis, what would you say to somebody who's thinking of doing the KPI program? Who do you think would be the right fit according to you?
For me, it's not the person that you would automatically think as the entrepreneur. We have that vision of an entrepreneur, or I certainly did, which is the guy on Dragon's Den or the Alan Sugar, the guy who can spot $1 million at 20 paces and is loud and brash, and that's not me. Actually, I'm quite introverted, and I like to take a lot of time and think about these things. And I think it's that the secret entrepreneur is who I recommend it to. Someone who's got a business or a great idea, but doesn't show up in the world like some big, loud, sort of hand-waving, look at me kind of person, but needs a bit of structure and a bit of guidance. The good thing for me about KPI was that I was meeting people like that. Not all of them, but I could see people from different industries. Mine's highly regulated industry, so you get locked into this vision of what you can and can't do. So rocking up every month or so and meeting people that would say, hey, this is the idea we had last month and look, I've done something about it. And you're thinking, wow, that's interesting. I've just been thinking about it. And it encourages you to come out of your shell a bit more and start to do things a bit more. And that's really helped me along the way.
Thank you for sharing, and we've really enjoyed having you here, and we wish you all the best for all the years of financial planning you do for yourself and others. And to get Dennis's book, it's available on Amazon, and we look forward to seeing you at the next KPI event. Thank you.